it's Cooley if you don't know, and let's try PixelShips. Now, first thing I'm going to say is this game has no in-game music or sound effects, so I'm going to be using music freely available at OCRemix.org. I'll make a list of the songs that I've used, as well as the songs that were on my playlist but I didn't use. Let's go. Alright, PixelShips is actually a fairly old game, originally created in 2000 for the DOS platform. Since then, it's been ported to Windows using the Allegro library. It was created by Chris Azik of the company Pixel Musement, and it's really a fun game. I spent a lot of summers playing this game. So let's create us a new profile here. ZX, there we go. We're gonna put this on easy, just so I can give you a feel of the game without actually, dying all over the place. I'm gonna pick a random campaign here. These are mostly randomly generated. Some of them are predetermined, but there are 10,000 of them, so they can't possibly all be predetermined. Your mission is to fly across a Class M planet and destroy as many of the 10 targets as possible. We'll get into those targets later, but right now you can see a map of the entire area here. Let's get a lay of the land. Right now we only have the Starfighter. It's not much of a ship, but it'll do to get us started. Alright, so when you start the level here, you get these little drone dudes. Each one of them has a chance of dropping power-ups, or an item, which I will call, I don't know what the official name is, but I will call it a ship switcher. Basically looks like an empty starfighter, and allows you to switch to any of the ships in your reserve, which is currently empty, so it's kind of useless at the moment. As you can see, I've been shooting these little target things. Oh, we got an enemy bar here. And we are facing our first mini-boss. Now these mini-bosses are also PixelShips. They're not the simple little drones that we've been fighting so far. When you defeat one, it releases these tiny little magnets inside, and becomes a set of pixels. If you collect each and every pixel, you get that ship. If you miss one pixel, you do not get it. So you want to use that vacuum as soon as possible. You might not see it at the bottom left, but there is the word upgrade. We'll get into that a little later. Right now I'm just kind of hoping that we get a ship switcher. Here's another mini boss. I'm gonna hit the target first. This drone might drop something, but it didn't. Now this little bugger has a double cannon. You gotta be kind of wary of it. Die! Dang it. Wait, die. Like, really. Thank you. Get that ship. As you'll notice, pretty much anything your ship does consumes energy. If you're out of energy, your ship is dead in the water. It's really annoying when you're trying to absorb a ship and you run out of energy. However, it does restore itself over time. Pretty quickly, usually. We got a ship switcher here, so we can change into any of the reserve ships we have. I'm gonna change into ship number 2. It's the double cannon deal. Got another little mini boss. Each stage will have anywhere from 1 to 5 mini bosses. Some of them also have a main boss, but this one's a raid level. We have to get all the targets. So there is no main boss. Now, I'm not going to be playing through this entire game because a let's play of PixelShips would probably take a long time. Unless we knew exactly where to go to get new ships. Which, there is actually a few references. There's one in-game, which you can access by pressing R, N, and D at the same time on the title screen. And there is also one on the website pixelmusement.com. And as the music closes, so does the first level. I think I'm gonna what I'm going to do is clear one campaign, just to give you an idea of the game. Your mission is to fly through a space arena and destroy or capture Renegade Pixel Ship number 96, Vampire. This is one of those that has a main boss at the end. Now, as you'll remember, the Starfighter was marked as upgrade there in the bottom left. Well, this here is the upgrade meter. We've used this ship a little bit, but it's not quite to the point where we can upgrade it yet. This one, however, we can. And this is basically the author, Chris Azik, had inspiration from Pokemon, actually, as well as R-Type, Gradius to some degree. Alright, so now we want to make sure our reserve is clear, because if we run across a ship and we have no reserve area, then we're kind of screwed. Hey, I want that ship in spot number 1. Thank you. Alright, so this is a space arena. There's walls on both sides. And at the end is ship number 96, Vampire. Let's go. Now, as you can see, we have a laser now. Laser passes through walls pretty well. And we also got a drone in the face, which is always good. Ow. Power up. Now, there are 4 statistics, as you can see on the bottom center, all the way through the right, on top of the energy bar. You have power, which is the power of your weapon, speed, the speed of your ship, energy, the energy restoration rate, and defense, which is your shields. You can get upgrades for any of these stats, like that right there. But these upgrades are temporary and will be dropped as soon as you clear the mission. I don't remember what those orb things are. I think they're just points. And a fair amount of firepower all over the place here. Oh, we got our first mini-boss, and a heart just in time to restore our shields. That would be the flea, I believe. We got ourselves a flea. And if it goes untreated, it can become a tick or a parasite. Contrary to real life, this is a good thing. Really, we can just hold down the fire button for this, because the amount of energy that the laser takes is really inconsequential. Okay, grab some points. Because if you don't get some points, well, then what's the point? Oh, there's a boss. Very high fire rate, but it didn't phase us too much. Alright. I don't know how loud this is, because I'm not using fraps for this. For whatever reason, it just won't work. I'm turning it down just a tad. Yeah, that's one way you can die in this game, is if you don't pay attention when you have a very fast ship, you can crash into the wall. And I don't know if it's a glitch or intended to be that way, probably intended. You can destroy the ship that way. And any ships that you lose for good, so you want to be careful. Alright. And we can upgrade